the clapping.
Okay. Good.
How do I look?
Great.
It just showed me coming up from below the table.
did.
What do they think I was doing down there?
That's a great question. A great question, Tyler. We're here.
Hold on. The song is still rolling even though we can't hear it.
Wah wah.
Man, these microphones are worth their weight in gold.
Dude, is the song still going?
Yes. We got about 5 more seconds.
St. Louis.
All right, it's done.
Not to bash on AJ Kohler's hometown, but
To bash on it.
St. Louis is like a miniature version of the worst parts of DC.
What about Daytona?
Daytona's a little bit different. Like Daytona's full of meth addicts. That's why they're sending all the juniors there for finals. Mm-hmm. Teach them a hard lesson. St. Louis is like blue collar, like hardworking people, but it feels like most of them are depressed and down on their luck.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's rough. I did go to the Arch.
Did you fit in there?
Yeah, I fit in. I'm a blue collar, down on my luck guy.
Yeah.
I went to the Arch.
How was that?
Way bigger than I thought, number one.
That's what
She said. Also, did you know you can go up the Arch, up in it?
I did not know. I don't know much history about St. Louis, actually.
So the Arch was built in the 60s.
Okay.
It's not even old. So you can actually go up in the Arch, but you have to get in this, Tyler, it's wild. You have to get in this tram. And I promise you the tram is
Like on the inside of the arch? Like on the inside of the concrete?
on the inside of the concrete, yeah.
Okay.
So you go up in it, and it goes up the side,
Uh-huh.
and then there's like little windows and there's views. But the tram is completely closed off.
Uh-huh.
There's no windows. Okay. They blow. It says it like when you sign up. They blow air into the tram because that's the only airflow you get, so you don't freak out and get claustrophobic.
How long is the ride?
It's 4 minutes up and 4 minutes down. So it's not.
How many people
super
fit in
long.
it?
5. But here's the thing. It's like the size of it's like 5 seats, literally like tiny little seats all next to each other.
Uh-huh.
Almost like the size of a prison cell, and it looks like a prison cell. And anyways, I did not go. I was not doing that. It wasn't worth it. I can't believe that's how you get up there. You couldn't come up with anything else.
What else would you do? A ladder?
An elevator? I don't know.
Well, it's a curvature.
Not a freaking tram that's the size of a prison cell with these little those seats that you remember when you were a kid and you're at the playground and you sat on that digger and you could dig the sand out.
Uh-huh.
The seats look like that.
Gotcha.
I don't know what those seats are called.
Okay. That's a great visual.
You know exactly what seat I'm talking about though, right?
I
the
do,
shape
yeah.
of it and everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of, yeah. Anyways, I didn't do that. I did go see the Savannah Bananas.
Nice. Did you dance with them?
I did not, but it was buzzing. That place was hopping.
That's why there were not a lot of people at MLP is because everyone was over there watching them, right?
Well, they started after. MLP was full. Let's get into it. We'll start, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of King of the Courts. We are your hosts, Tyler and
Jimmy Miller.
Jimmy made it back safe from St. Louis. So
I did.
We are thrilled he's here with us in the flesh.
I met a lot of fans, KOTC fans there.
Oh, you sent a picture of 2 people that were wearing the Where's Jimmy and then the KOTC podcast shirt.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. There's also another lady there that she had like a whiteboard.
Uh-huh.
And every time I would walk by, I'd look over and she would write "Hi Jimmy" on it and hold it up.
Did you get your phone out and write something back to her?
No, I just waved, smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. I met a couple Discord Media by Hunter.
Okay.
Have you met him before?
No.
Super cool guy. Met him. Big shot guy.
I think I sold something to him.
Oh, really?
Like a camera.
He gave me actually some tips on the pod, by the way.
Nice.
He told me, you know what he told me? And all of you should do this. If you guys want to be real fans of the podcast, he told me he watches every episode twice and lets it run all the way through to the end.
Just for little nuggets of information.
Just so we can
Get the views.
He said so we can get our viewing time up.
That means a lot.
That means a ton.
Yeah. While other podcasts are out there buying views, we have people just rewatching
it. Yep.
Exactly.
So, Hunter, you're a real one.
All right. Big shout out to our title sponsor, which is the PICKLR. We are here in our new studio, which is slowly coming along. We are slowly getting more decorations and making it our home. But we are here in the Lehigh, Utah PICKLR facility. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Also, the PICKLR is a title sponsor of this podcast. If you're interested in franchising, starting your own business, being an owner, reach out to the PICKLR and tell them that the guys at KOTC sent you. Jimmy, where will MLP Salt Lake be?
MLP Salt Lake will be July 31st to August 3rd at the Kaysville PICKLR, which is just north of Salt Lake, maybe 15 minutes or so.
Can't wait to see all the renovations that Utah has done with that facility.
They have been renovating that facility. I've been up there once a week for the past 6 weeks. They have renovated it. They took some notes. They took some, advice from last year. They are going to have a grandstand and championship court. They're building it out. It is going to be incredible. I'm super pumped. So they're going to have bigger crowds. You guys will be there.
We will.
With your new squad.
Yes.
The first team in MLP history where all 4 members live in the home state of the team.
I think that's impressive.
I think that's really impressive.
I think that's really cool.
Now, you're counting Connor Garnett.
Well, he lives here more than he doesn't.
Yes, I agree.
Which you couldn't say that about almost anybody else.
For sure. Player. I think that's incredible. I think the only other team that maybe has a shot at that would be like a Florida team, maybe.
Who? Which one?
Miami.
Well, they're trading a lot of people away, so I don't know. Who's on it? Jay? Jay's on it?
He's not. Jay's, you're right.
Yeah.
What about Orlando?
Fed. Dylan's
Florida.
Dylan lives there.
Florida guy now.
Yeah.
Who are their girls? Samantha Parker. Oh, she's Texas.
Yeah.
And Lacey is not. Lacey, where's Lacey? Austin?
Last I know, she was Austin.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys win. Yeah. So, I think that's awesome. So, code KOTC works. Also, I know that people have reached out and said the code doesn't work. Let me give you guys a pro tip, okay? Buy your tickets now. The reason for that is because as ticket sales increase, they start shutting off the code, right? Because at that point, you want to buy tickets, there's a high, the codes only work for so long. So they start to shut off the code. I know it happened for St. Louis because they had good crowds and the code wasn't working on the weekend. So buy your tickets ASAP. Don't wait. If you want to use our
Works on
MLP
MLP and also PPA tournaments, both.
Yep.
Both of them.
And it should also work on Ticketmaster.
Yep.
Now, is what I'm told.
All right. Also, King of the Court, we have a Cameo, which we love. So if you're interested in receiving a personalized video from myself and or Jimmy, go find us on Cameo, KOTC, and we will get those videos made. We've done some birthday ones, some congratulations videos.
Yeah, I got your PhD.
Exactly.
PhD, player hating degree.
All right, Jimmy.
You probably don't know that song either, do you?
Who is it?
PhD, your player hating degree.
Who is it?
I don't know. It's been said a million times. I'm going to give credit to E40.
E40? I like E40.
Yeah.
Okay. Lot to go over, as always. We have Ross Chaffetz's tweet. We have Ben Johns. We have a lot of trades. We have MLP Dallas. We have MLP Salt Lake. We're going to get into it.
All right. I think we got to start. Let's start with the elephant in the room.
Flash finally lose.
Yeah. I think we start with the big moves. Okay. There's 2 big moves. Okay. So first of all, earlier in the week, so the trade deadline was originally on the 16th of July.
But somehow we got it extended.
Somehow it got extended. So on the 15th, they announced that Challenger would only have 1 team move up to Premier this year. Whoever won Challenger moves up.
And initially
they said that they were going to have every team. Last year, 2 teams or 4 teams moved up, right? And then initially they said that by 2026, 2027, every team was going to move up. So most people assumed that everybody moved up this year because you can't really run a 4-team or a 5-team Challenger.
Samin says, hold my beer.
Samin said, hold my beer. He wants to run a 5-team challenger next year. I don't know.
Round robins for days.
Round robins. We love round robins. Everybody plays everybody a million times. It definitely doesn't get monotonous at all. I mean, yeah. So they make that rule, but they made that rule literally right before the trade deadline.
Okay.
So I actually reached out to Samin. I said, can you move the trade deadline? You know what they told me?
You're fined for even
I'm going to
asking
get fined for this, for actually talking about this probably. They told me no, Tyler.
Okay.
So a couple days later, day later actually, trade deadline gets moved. It was like 6 hours later. It gets moved. And so right before that trade deadline, there was a trade. No way, Cliff was traded from Miami.
No way.
To the Fives for Craig Johnson. Mm-hmm. Originally, it was Zane. Mm-hmm. Zane went on, did a little video, said that they told him that he was being moved. He asked if he could stay, and he would take a demotion as a bench player. Mm-hmm. The captain. Is that any way to treat your captain and a team that is sitting currently third in the standings?
It's tough.
Now, next question. Is Noe that much better than Zane?
That's a good question. What are your thoughts?
I think that Noe is better in mixed.
Okay.
I think that men's doubles is probably a wash. And I think that on the PPA tour, Noe is better in singles. But Zane is different in MLP in singles.
MLP GOAT.
He is different. And so I think that that's kind of also, Zane's leadership cannot be overstated. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
So he made this video, Zane made this video, and it was very professional. You have to give him props for making that video. He handled it very maturely.
For sure.
However, I would have loved to see Zane go full scorched earth and just say, hey, I don't like this. I want to fight. I want to fight. I want to fight. I want to be the number 1 or number 2 player on our team.
Yeah.
And so I would have loved to see a little bit more anger, even though what he did and how he said it was very eloquent.
He kind of bent over and took it.
Took what?
Ryan Harwood. I mean, he kind of just like.
Yeah. I mean, I get what he's saying. I mean, he'll still be on the team. He's still on a winning team. It's fun. He still gets to be associated with.
Here's a question.
Harwood and Gary V.
Here's a question.
Gary V just got married recently.
If the winning team gets $100,000,
how do they divide it up?
How much does Zane get?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting question. So they make that trade. So now the Fives, essentially, their bench is as good as most starters. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of teams reached out to try to get Zane, and he's even challenger teams because he's actually one of the players who could go to challenger because of his ranking. And
can't people steal him if you're a premier team?
They could, but there's two things. One, there's no more waiver wires, so you can't, at least maybe in the off season. Number two, the cost to keep Zane next year is $87,500. Mm-hmm. So I feel like. Who wants him for $87,500? Like to steal him and then pay that?
Yeah. You could steal him and then drop him. You don't have to pay that.
You could, but there's no more waiver wires, so you can't even steal him right now.
Yeah. Because
the waiver's over. So,
Samin, can you change that?
You never know. It depends on who asks. All right. So then, right after that, right after the trade deadline's extended, right in the middle of MLP St. Louis, there gets this buzz over the building. Mm-hmm. Ben Johns and Etta Tui Natoa?
Yeah.
Tui Onatoa?
Natoa.
Tui Onatoa?
I don't know.
Etta Wright they were traded.
Yes.
For cash.
Yep.
Basically, that's it. Right?
And they're both on the same team, the Carolina Hogs.
Yes. Now, let me tell you how this worked, okay? Etta was thrown into this deal for one reason only. So they could pay more cash to Carolina. Mm-hmm. Carolina realizes that the max is $200,000, right? They're not going to win. Ben's wanted off that team for a while. Tom Dundon, look, the best thing I can say about this is Tom Dundon is I was told he's still pumping money into MLP.
You're at a loss of words. Well, he must mean a lot to you.
No, I just need to say it the right way. He's still pumping money into PPA and UPA. Okay? He's still the largest majority stakeholder, I believe.
Do I need to leave for this?
No. But he is not a good operator of a team. He's terrible at it. He's a terrible team owner. And I don't know if it's because he's just busy. I don't know if it's because he doesn't give a shit. I don't know if it's because I have no idea. But Carolina Hurricanes were voted worst team owners in NHL too. So maybe it's a trend. But again, it's just not his thing. Okay. At the end of the day, he obviously didn't care enough about it, didn't care much about it. So why do you want one of the superstars of your sport to be on a team where the owner doesn't care?
Okay.
So I do think that Ben being moved is good for the sport. Now
I think he does care to a degree.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's pumping money into it, so I think he does.
He spent what, $500,000+ on Ben.
That's what I'm saying.
Real money.
He cares to a point, but like he's not paying any money for his team to travel at all. Nobody on his team gets paid to travel. Mm-hmm. They don't do stipends. They don't do expenses, even though that there are best practices, right? So he's not getting any of that.
Okay. So essentially, he did a fire sale with his team.
Yeah. And so the reason that he included Etta was so that they could get $400,000 for Ben, basically, because they weren't going to keep Etta anyways. Mm-hmm. So that's how they got $200,000 for each. So he ends up getting $400K. Ben goes to LA. They turn around and they move because Jade and Catherine are arguably one of the best, top three easily.
I think somebody said they do have the best record right now.
Yeah.
They have the best record. So they are the number one team in women's.
Yeah. And so he turned and flipped Etta to the Utah Black Diamonds. So Utah's been very good all year. Jeannie Arakina has done her best, but it feels like that's kind of been what you have been missing is that second strong female. So no excuses now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the team with her, and it would have been incredible to have her for the entire season, but we'll take what we can get. And
well, yeah, but you got her in time for the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, the seeding might come into play a little bit, but
you're already making excuses.
I know. I'm just setting the record straight, just kind of painting the picture.
You're making excuses.
I'm not making excuses.
Go win it.
Hey, we'll win it. We'll win it. We want you Flash first round.
Yes, there you go. Call them out. Okay, so there's a lot of mixed reviews about the Ben trade. So Ben, the full trade is Ben Johns and Etta basically go to LA, and then LA turns around and flips Etta.
Who are the owners of LA?
LA is Zubin.
Okay.
Zubin Meta. Chris Cantino is one of them. I think he's more of a minority owner. Now, here's the thing. Ross Chaffetz sent out a tweet, and he called it orchestrated collusion. Okay.
I think he may have deleted that.
That's fine. The internet's forever, Ross. Love you, but the internet's forever. So he called it orchestrated collusion. And then he issued an apology afterwards.
Yes.
Two things. First of all collusion is orchestrated, so we didn't need to add that extra word. Secondly.
Yeah, tweet's gone.
Secondly, we have two board members, Tom Dundon and Zubin, making a deal. And I know for 100% fact that other teams reached out about Ben and were told he was not untouchable. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, after the trade deadline, after it gets extended,
becomes touchable.
He becomes touchable and gets moved. That's where everybody's upset about. That's where everybody's mad. In terms of the actual trade itself, I don't have any issue with it at all. Like literally, Luka just got traded.
Yeah.
So nobody is untouchable. Right? Like these trades happen. Ben is on the last year of a deal. Well, he has 1 year after this, but so he'll be on essentially last year. Mm-hmm. Carolina is not going to make the playoffs. And his keeper cost is half.
They actually could have, but it would have been very difficult.
It would have been insanely difficult. I think they had to go literally like,
hey, stop making excuses.
No, it was nearly impossible.
Yeah.
Eric Tice did the numbers and it was nearly impossible.
Yeah.
And Ben is it like a $500,000 keeper cost. Mm-hmm. Right? So you want to keep Ben next year and go through this all over again?
Yeah.
So they ended up cutting costs. I don't think it's the like most egregious deal in the world. I know some of these top contenders are pissed.
So is it collusion?
No, I think that the extension of the trade deadline is fishy, yes. Mm-hmm. Right? Now, I'm sure that there's a good reason for it.
But for them to tell other teams, no, we're not shopping him.
You can sell a player to whoever the hell you want. It's your team.
Okay. So there's no league rules or anything like that says, hey, if
they offer you money, you have to take it from this team? No.
Okay.
Like, why if you're Dallas, for instance, right, would you rather trade with the Shock, who are right on your heels, or would you rather trade with Orlando, who can't touch you? Mm-hmm. Right? It's just like in other sports, you try not to trade within your division.
Yeah.
You know, like you never trade a quarterback within the division. And that's all. That's what it is. They can trade with whoever they want. I don't have any problem with that. I do think that it's like there's little things leading up to it that look less than appealing.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't have any issue. And look, for the goodness of the sport, we all bitch about Dundon and how much he doesn't care. Okay, that's like pretty like well said, like out loud. Everybody kind of has the same opinion on it, and that he doesn't put in enough effort. He doesn't. So then why the hell do you want him to have Ben? Mm-hmm. Right now, Ben is on LA, a team that.
The only crazy thing is, I think what Ross was saying is that like these teams have spent so much money, so much time, and they've worked the entire season to build up what they have, and then all of a sudden at the last second, literally the last second possible, you're trading LeBron James, you're trading Michael Jordan to another team, and boom.
It's happened. Welcome to sports.
Yeah.
Welcome to the NBA trade deadline. Welcome to expiring contracts. Welcome to the Major League Baseball trade deadline. Like literally July 31st, Major League Baseball trade deadline. You see superstars get traded.
With NBA, they have a timeline where you can't trade a week before the playoffs.
Well, the problem with it is that the schedule is unbalanced. Mm-hmm. And the trade deadline is at a bad time, yes. Mm-hmm. Now, look, the NBA trade deadline is in February. The season doesn't end until April, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. MLP season is unbalanced. Yeah. And so, literally, there are teams making trades after their season ends. So, I agree with that 100%. Like, that doesn't make any sense at all.
So, where does this leave the Hogs?
I mean, the Hogs are dead. It would shock me if the Hogs exist next year.
Can you do a hog noise, like a squealing hog?
No. They traded Roscoe, too, to Dallas. Yeah. I mean, it would shock me if the Hogs are even a franchise next year, if they even exist. Honestly, I mean that sincerely. LA, they're fifth place right now. Mm-hmm. They now have Catherine and Ben to play together. Mm-hmm. They have Hunter and Jade.
It doesn't matter what place they are. I mean, as long as they have their team going into the playoffs, they're set. They're fine.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think that they are obviously contenders now.
Yep.
Right? Now, MLP Dallas is this week. Mm-hmm. It is indoors. Will Ben play?
If the lumens are right, we'll be all right.
When the game gets tight?
When the lumens are right, it's all right.
Yeah, I'm curious if Ben, I'm curious what happens with that.
I'm sure he would play.
Yeah.
Also, do you think, so everyone's saying they're the number one team right now, the Mad Drops. How do you think they'll do?
So I think chemistry does matter.
But if they're getting to a dream breaker, they're almost, I don't want to say guaranteed because nothing is guaranteed, but they're pretty close to guaranteed to get to at least a dream breaker.
You have the number one men's singles player in the world right now in Hunter.
Mm-hmm. Who plays number one, Hunter or Ben?
I mean, Ben's still the GOAT, but
it's probably depends.
The reality is whoever it is has to play someone's number two. Like, what an advantage, right? So say Hunter's one, Ben's two. Okay, how great is that for Ben? Like, it actually takes pressure off Ben.
Yeah,
he gets to play someone's number two.
Yeah,
and then Catherine, who's top 5 women's singles player, and then Jade might be the best like singles player in the entire sport for 4 points. Mm-hmm. Like when she's playing in number 4 for 4 points, I mean, she has wins over, like outscored Leia, and she's outscored Anna Bright. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's outscored some really big names.
Yeah, MLP 4 points at a time. Yeah. A lot can happen.
Jade's very, very good for 4 points.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a tough dream breaker team. It's a really good men's team now. Mm-hmm. Their women's team's already number 1. Now you have a mixed team of Ben and Catherine. Is that the best mixed team? Possibly.
I mean, J-Dub and Georgia are solid.
Yeah, you still have J-Dub and Georgia. You still have AL and Will, right? Yeah. Like, but still very good. I mean, so yeah, LA they're a serious contender, and I do think it's good for the sport that Ben is not sitting home in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And look, Ben played with you,
dude. I was thinking, if only Connor Garnett would have gone to Vietnam.
Yes.
Ben Johns.
You guys could have had Ben. And Connor Pardo paid $400,000. But maybe with his relationship with Dundon, it could have been an IOUs.
Exactly.
But the thing is you played with Ben on Seattle, and he had Etta and Megan. You guys were a really good team. You won a couple championships, right? And Ben cared, and he was rejuvenated, and he was into it, and he was having fun. Ben was on the Bears, and same thing. Like, I think we see that Ben again.
Yeah.
I think we see a very happy, rejuvenated
Watch out, Pickleball World.
Yeah.
All right, real quick, we got to give a big shout out to our next sponsor of this podcast, which is C&D Pickleball Nets.
C&D.
Do you think they can make us like a miniature pickleball net?
That would be sick.
And we can just like dink back and forth.
That actually would be sick. It sits right here on the table.
Yeah. Heavy duty though.
Heavy
quality.
duty. Yeah, it's got to be C&D quality.
Exactly.
That actually would be sick.
Anyway, C&D, they are the premier. They are the best pickleball nets available out there. If you're building a court, building a facility, a church, a gym, a backyard, anything like that, they make all types of products. I was talking to somebody, and they thought that they had only made those rollable nets, but they don't. They make every type of net you could envision. So go check them out at bestpickleballnets.com and use code KOTC to save you some money and support us. Jimmy, anything else you want to add?
No, I mean, I love C&D. MLP New York, I know Central Park has C&D nets in there, so I wonder if they'll continue to use that.
Whatever is the sponsor of the tour, they'll probably use that.
They may have to use that. But if you ever are in New York, go to City Pickle. In Central Park, they have C&D nets. I mean, yeah, they're great. They're quality nets.
CJ Klinger is with C&D.
CJ Klinger is now a C&D athlete. He's rocking a C&D
Klinger
hat.
was wearing the C&D hat.
Darren Klinger, yep. I saw him, talked to him quite a bit. They're Midwest people. Cool story. Tell you a cool CJ story. Darren Klinger told me that they went to tennis center there in St. Louis, which is where one of CJ played. I think he said either he won his first gold or he played his first pro match with Andre Mick. And they
gotcha.
And they kind of went there just to reminisce.
Gotcha.
I thought that was kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, these guys
taking
are
it all in.
Yeah, these guys are pickleball junkies. I think it's amazing, to see how far kids come. And I was thinking about this. So I gave Hayden Pachaquin's parents. They had a layover in Salt Lake. So Jerry and Jen, two of the best people in the world. And they had a layover in Salt Lake, so we're on the same flight. So I gave them a ride from the airport to their hotel. And we drove by Chaffetz Arena. And they had massive, on the side of the arena, massive
pictures,
banner and picture. And I said, I looked at Jerry and I was like, dude, this is your son. How cool is that? And Jerry's like, dude, it's incredible. He almost I don't want to say he got teary-eyed or, Jerry's a tough dude. But he kind of just you could just see him staring at it. I don't know, that's a cool thing, dude.
Yeah.
To see that with your kids, they're professional athletes. I don't think people ever thought that. So
yeah, I think a lot of us players, myself for sure, we take a lot of things for granted. I remember I was with a shoe company and I had an exclusive or a limited edition shoe with them.
I have it.
And you came up to me and said, how does it feel to have your own shoe? And then I had to kind of do a double take and think about it. I was like, wow, it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, right. I can't remember who I was talking to, but there was another player, and I said, when you started playing pickleball, did you think that you'd be in an arena like this? You're literally in a 15,000 seat arena. Now, look, I know that people are talking about crowds and things, but there were several thousand people there. The way they had it sectioned off, it was probably tough to see, but the arena was so big that it might have looked like the crowd was smaller than it actually was, but it's because of the size of the actual arena. So I got to say this about St. Louis. The Chaffetz family, they spared no expense, just like they do on the private jet. They went all out. Every team had their own suite, which was awesome to go up there, to meet, to watch matches. Dude, if you've never watched a match from that bird's eye view, it's sick. That's a cool view to watch a match from. We actually had dinner there one night, and we watched the Saturday night pickleball, the shock match. We brought in dinner, and the arena itself was super cool. Everything was just top notch, but we got to talk about the courts.
Okay. Real quick, go buy C&D Nets, Best Pickleball Nets. Use code KOTC. We love you. Thank you for the support. They've been with us from the very beginning. All right, continue.
So the courts. we still have a ways to go on figuring out these courts.
Yeah, so let me preface this by saying I am one of the biggest advocates for indoor pickleball. I love indoor pickleball. Even I'll always play indoor pickleball when I can. However, all of these indoor tournaments that they're putting on, most of them are not done right, and it is putting a bad name to indoor pickleball.
Yeah, I agree with that. Look, everything here was top notch, and then you got to the actual courts. Now, Anna Bright sent out a tweet, something about how she would, you kind of got to live with this type of court for the facility that you're playing in, right? And she would take that trade, maybe not for every tournament, but definitely take that trade more often than not.
Yeah.
And, you can't really go in there and roll out and paint a court, right? So it was a little rough. There were some dead spots. Maybe Anna Bright changed her mind when at 10-10, Jackie Kawamoto returned a ball right down the middle and literally hit and just rolled. And
also these were not pickle roll.
They were not pickle roll. Do not put it on pickle roll.
Yeah.
They were
a competitor.
A competitor of pickle roll. Pickle roll claims that theirs would not do that. We don't know. But again, there's little things like that. Also, Tyra, I just want to be very clear. Tyra stepped on the video board and rolled her ankle. I was commentating that match with Will Doughton, and I asked Paris a question after the match, and she used that platform as a chance to basically light up the courts. Talk about how they're not dangerous, they're safe, and that's great. It's Paris's platform. Do you? I don't have any issue with it. I don't know if the league does, but it doesn't hurt me. But Tyra did not hurt her ankle because of the court. She hurt her ankle because she stepped on the video board. The court itself, she didn't slip on the court.
Oh, she didn't slip on the court?
No, she stepped on the actual video board.
Gotcha.
Like 6 inches up on the video board.
Gotcha.
Now, if you want to say that the court's not like wide enough, fine. I had somebody tell me once, a referee actually, that as wide as as big as you make the courts,
the players will use that space. The player will use it.
And so, yeah, I think that's the, that's the complaint, I think, is that if you are rolling out these courts, can you make them a little bit bigger?
Yeah, so they have a template that they use. They have a championship style and then a standard style. So for all these pro matches, they've been using the championship style, which is bigger than the standard one, but even the championship is not that much bigger. And so, yeah, they definitely need to increase the sizing on the sides and back for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else with MLP St. Louis? So the Flash finally get their first loss in over a year? In a year, is that right?
Yeah. So the Flash last loss was versus the Fives in the finals last year when they lost one. It wasn't even really a loss because there was a 2 out of 3. So that was the last time they've actually lost.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, they were undefeated. They went into the match undefeated. They played Columbus. And Paris and Leia came out. They set the tone. Played really, really well.
They had 2 losses, right?
So they ended up losing to Columbus, and then they lost right after that to the Shock. Yeah. So, I mean, the Fives, they went from first place to the Shock, I believe, now are ahead of them.
The Flash, you mean?
The Shock are now ahead of the Flash.
Okay,
Yeah. I mean, it was, do you want to go undefeated, though, and have that target on your back, or does it kind of feel good to maybe, does it kind of like now you can fly a little bit more under the radar?
It might take some pressure off of them, but as we've talked about before, I think once other teams see that they have lost, I think it becomes a lot easier for other teams to beat them.
Yeah.
So it might hurt them. Maybe it takes a little bit of pressure off them, but I think it also helps every other team that plays them now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so too. So couple other things I want to talk about, a couple of their matches. So the Shock came out on their home court. They had fire. They had smoke. They had music, DJs. That team's interesting.
Shock?
Yeah. That team has
one way to put it.
They have this swagger to them. I think that it rubs some people the wrong way. I think that they don't give a shit. They don't care. That's who they are. They don't mingle. I don't know how else to say it, but they don't mingle with the other players. They all come out together as a group. They're not hanging out on side courts. They're not kicking it in the bleachers.
Yeah.
Seriously, like they just don't. It's all business all the time. And I mean, Gabe and Hayden are. I mean, I still stand by this. I tweeted this out. Hayden is when Hayden is on fire and he is cooking, he's the most fun player to watch.
He's quick. Yeah.
He's quick. He gets to everything. It's fun. He wasn't really chirping. Him and Riley had an epic battle. You know, going back and forth. I mean, yeah, he was insane.
So we're I'm kind of all over the place with this, but going back to Ross, your guy Ross.
Yes.
So he made one of his tweets, and then somebody else responded and said, and this was the tweet that says, "I am one of the most passionate fans about MLP, everything like that." And then somebody responded, and they said, "Is this the same guy that stands on the court chirping at other players?"
Really?
And basically, essentially, like harassing other players.
Yeah.
Is that good for the league?
No. Listen, I've said this before. So
I think I screenshotted it. Let me see if I can
so
find it.
Kate Fahey said that Ryan Harwood was chirping at her, saying some personal things.
Okay, so this person,
yeah,
and this is the tweet that was deleted, but this person said, "Are you the guy that is on the sidelines mocking Riley Newman, trolling when the other team calls a timeout, and doing the things where you exaggerate how far a ball is out?"
So look, I don't have any problem with that. Like if you do like, oh, it's way out, or if you're like, take a timeout, those are minor things. I think if you're going at players personally, then sure. But it like if he was really going at Riley personally, then sure. But look, at the end of the day, like I'm a GM. I do not play, right? I do not affect the outcome of the game. You know, Lynna asked me.
Actually, you maybe do if you started chirping.
Maybe. Lynna asked me, like, during our match, like, if I get nervous. And I was like, absolutely. And I said, I think I get more nervous watching you guys because I have zero control. Like, I am very, 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 very well of who I am, right? Now, do I have friendships with some players and, like, we'll joke back and forth? Sure. Will I ever talk shit to a player on the court? Absolutely not.
We save that for the pod.
I mean, James Delgado literally was screaming at our bench, screaming, I am him. He was screaming, I was built for this. He was screaming, you know, shaking his head at Michael Lloyd, and then Delgado missed 4 volleys in a row into the net to lose the match for them, to lose the game.
I'll have to go back and watch that.
But, like, just screaming. And did I have a lot of good, clever things pop into my head that I wanted to say? Yes. Did I say any of them? No.
Look at you, showing your
Because
maturity.
I'm not a player, and neither is Ross, and neither is Ryan Harwood. And you can bring the energy for your own team. And you can fire up your own team. And you can bring all the energy you want. But getting into it with a player on the court, Ryan DeWidgeon, same thing. Getting into it with a player on the court is too much.
So, I know you know my position. I know your position. You like a lot more of the energy, a lot more of the theatrics, a little bit. I have a question for you. So both of us strongly dislike where the juniors, not all of them, but a lot of the juniors are going in terms of their attitude, their energy, what they say on the court, how they act, everything like that. They're doing that a lot because they see these GMs, they see these players acting this way.
Yeah.
But at this level, I just feel like it needs to be talked about, and I don't think it should be allowed.
Yeah, I mean,
that's where those juniors, they're watching these GMs, they're watching these players, and all these players, they do the exact same stuff. And so what do you think the juniors are going to do? They're going to emulate it.
Yeah, look, so Kate, obviously we know that she turns and yells and screams. By the way, Kate Fahey walked up to me. Funny story.
Love Kate.
And I thought I was going to commentate their match. And I said, Kate, I want to know a fun fact about you. And she said, here's a fun fact. She goes, I don't beat up my fiance when I get mad.
That is funny.
That is funny. But yeah, because I kind of joked that like maybe she like yells at her fiance. Yeah. But so I'm sorry. It was a joke, Kate. I'm sorry. We are not condoning domestic violence.
Anyways, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I feel like this stuff needs to be talked about because we're seeing it so much in today's game, and it is an important part.
We are, but I do think that like it was more subdued in St. Louis.
Yes, and I'm not disagreeing with that. I would say most of the GMs have actually calmed down significantly. If you go back 1, 2, or even 3 seasons, almost every GM was screaming their head off. Even Johnny Goldberg doesn't talk much now.
Yeah.
That's saying something.
Well, when Johnny Goldberg started mocking Connor Garnett for missing serves, and honestly, what it took was Vivian David, and I think someone else was on the court putting him in his place.
Yeah.
Kind of saying that's not cool.
Yeah.
And but we don't, in the moment you get heated, you're competitive. GMs and owners, the owners are even more so competitive because they have money invested into this, right?
I just think it's funny, not only you, but a lot of people in general, they don't like where the juniors are going. They don't like how they act, but then you looked at
That's why we're sending them to Daytona.
How about St. Louis for a consolation?
Listen, juniors, if you don't shape up, we're going to do a tour. Daytona,
dude, they're going to come
Virginia Beach, and St. Louis. And that's the only 3 spots you're ever going to play.
Oh, man.
All right? And honestly, we might send you to Tucson if you're not good.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Moving on. What else?
Okay.
What else?
All right. So, obviously it was great. It was a big weekend. The Shock went undefeated.
So the Shock gave 1,000, they called them jerseys, but they were essentially white T-shirts.
White T-shirts,
for the first 1,000 fans that showed up.
Yeah.
And it looked awesome. It was a whiteout.
Yeah, it was a whiteout. It looked really cool. Shock fans showed up and showed out. They were loud. Like I said, the whole thing was just an insane production. So, props to all Chaffetz Arena. All the staff was super, super nice. Everybody that worked there.
That's a nice phone call.
Yeah. 6 weeks too late. Anyways, it was cool. So one thing.
Is yours ringing?
No. Challenger, real quick. We made a trade.
Oh, wow.
Breaking news. It's not even announced yet.
Okay.
We traded Juan Benitez.
Okay.
For Martin Emmerich.
Wow. So you went with the German versus the Colombian.
Yeah. So with this new trade, this new Challenger, we're only 1 team advances. We feel like we're very, very close. We went 2-3 in St. Louis with 3 Dream Breaker losses by 2 points.
Are you the number 3 team right now?
We're us and Breakers are actually 4 and 5 going back and forth.
Who's 3?
DC. But we're all very close.
Yeah.
3, 4, and 5 are all very close.
Yeah.
I think it's 5 points.
You've got to make it. You've got to win. You can't be stuck in Challenger another year.
No. And so we decided, I think that Juan is going to be very, very good. He's already starting to be good. But if you have to win now, right? If we're playing for next year, Juan's probably the guy. 2 years, Juan's the guy. But to win now, we feel like Martin gives us a better chance.
Okay.
So we went and traded. Yeah, we traded for Marty.
Did you make the phone call?
To
Juan?
Yeah.
Nice. How was that?
It's fine. I think he's sad. He's disappointed.
I don't know. I feel like that stuff is, some GMs, they won't even tell their players. Some will send them texts. Some will email. Some will make phone calls.
I always try to call. I would like to call. I think that but this is a different generation where text seems to be acceptable.
Snapchat.
I'll snap him a picture and be like, see ya. No, just kidding. But I will say this, Rafa Hewitt, we did not get a chance to talk to. I tried to call him, and he was training at the time, and he responded via text and said, I'm training. I said, can you call me later?
At least you made an effort.
I did. And I did say, look, this trade is about to come out. And so I did tell him, technically I broke the news over, but like Rafa and I have talked since then. Obviously we're fine. But yeah, I always try to call. I think that that's the best way to do it. I think that that's,
Gotcha.
that doesn't always work out that way. Because the reality is I'll be very honest, the trade deadline was at 9 o'clock Pacific.
Yeah, no, 12 o'clock Eastern. Well, yeah.
Yeah, 9 or 12 Eastern this morning.
Yeah.
And we made this trade at literally at 11:58 Eastern.
Wow.
Like 11:58 is when the email sent. So, and then the league turned
around.
Were
you guys like shopping, or did an opportunity just come up?
Just an opportunity that came up. We were never shopping.
Okay. But good news is, once a bear, always a bear, just like Mo.
Yeah, and Juan is actually going to be in Salt Lake because Miami plays in Salt Lake.
Nice.
So yeah, so we'll see Juan in Salt Lake.
Cool.
So, anyways, yeah, made that deal. There's a couple other small deals. Tammy Emmerich is going to Miami.
Okay.
Craig Johnson and Ava Ignatowicz are headed to Carolina. I don't know what team Carolina is about to roll out for their next event, but
You're really high on Ava.
yeah, I mean, Ava and I are tight.
2 years down the road, 3 years?
Yeah, maybe 10 when she's retired and a school teacher somewhere or a stay-at-home mom. Yeah.
Okay.
Then she'll be a productive member of society. But for now,
I don't know how this turned that way.
just kidding, Ava. We should have Ava and Camilla on the pod. What do you think?
Would love it. Would love nothing else.
Would that be entertaining?
Yeah, she'd probably be making her $5 cameos during our video.
Yeah. Would she rap for us?
She just has ChatGPT do it, right?
Yeah. Should we have Camilla and Alex Crum have a rap battle live on the pod?
Oh, man. Alex needs to get picked up.
Yeah. He is signed.
Yeah.
But the problem is you can't pick up waivers
Oh, yeah.
right now. But I think that they should see if Alex can be like an onside alternate.
Talk to Chris Patrick. He can pull some strings.
Well, yeah, 100%, of course.
Okay,
yeah.
any other matches?
No, I don't think so. I mean, like I said, it was a great weekend. I thought, honestly, I thought Riley Newman turned back the clock a little bit, and he actually played.
Do we have any update
very
on
well.
Deckel? He's been injured or sick for the past few
I was
events.
told by somebody that Deckel is expected back for San Diego.
Okay.
So,
Well, San Diego's in like a month.
yeah, but they're done.
Oh,
Brooklyn's
gotcha.
done.
Well,
So-
2 teams are done. It's Brooklyn and is it Columbus?
Columbus, yep, they're done. So I do want to talk about something really quick. Speaking of Deckel, so there's been there's an email sent out today
Oh, okay.
to all the players, Tyler, about a player council. PPA essentially is creating a players council. I believe that the members of that players council.
Let me pull up the email so we
Yeah.
can tell you exactly who is on the player council.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So while you're pulling that up,
All right, I have it right here.
Okay.
So 2025 to 2027 UPA Pro Player Council, as of now, we have Roscoe Bellamy, Matt Wright, Eric Hansen, Zane Navratil, Federico Stackstrud, Brooke Buckner, Catherine Parento, Annalie Waters, Georgia Johnson, Elise Jones. And those will remain on the council, assuming they stay in good and active, an active contract and good standing with UPA.
so let's talk about that players council for a minute, because it feels like that's in response to a separate players union association that's been rumored of,
Yeah.
talked about, that Deckel and Tina Pisnik, Jesse Irvin, Gabe Tardio, Colin Johns have started. And then UPA kind of answered back with this. I think this may be like UPA's way of saying, hey, they're saying, hey, we hear you, or hey, we're going to do it on our terms.
Yep.
But let me ask you a question about that players council really quick. The UPA one. Okay.
Okay.
What do you think about it? What do you think about the diversity of it? I mean, I'm not like bashing these players, but do we want teenagers making decisions for the league?
Well, Matt Wright solves that.
Okay, well, that brings up the average age, but Matt Wright is also very much a pro PPA guy.
Yeah.
Now, I think Zane Navratil is the balance there,
Okay.
right? I don't think Zane is going to be on a players' council just to be a figurehead if he doesn't have some real authority. I mean, he tried to start that players' coalition with Jilly B.
Yeah, but now he's signed. Different story.
That's true. Fed is the MLP signee. Zane was the MLP signee.
Get Jilly B on this, and then we'll call it good.
Georgia was the MLP signee. So yeah, I think that it's interesting
Why don't they have you on this?
because I'm not a player.
Yeah, but you could lead them.
Let me be the leader of the players' council that's not a player.
Yeah.
You guys are voting for a president. Who are you voting for?
It's out of those people.
Yeah.
I mean, Elise Jones, she is probably the most pure
Yeah.
person out there.
Yeah.
Roscoe, I like Roscoe. Matt Wright, he's a lawyer. Eric
Yeah.
Onsens, I don't know much about him, to be honest. Zane Navratil, he'll post all his thoughts and reasonings.
I
on
feel like
YouTube.
Zane, Elise, and Matt have got to be the front runners.
Okay.
You can't vote for teenagers.
Yeah.
You can't have I get it. I get that
You
they're
have to
trying.
have a 5-year minimum.
Well, I get that you're trying to have that generation represented, which
Yeah.
is fine. But like
Wait, who's a teenager? Just
AL and Georgia.
Georgia.
But like you have those two Not that they're not very smart.
They should put Julie Johnson on the council.
But yeah,
She's a player.
I think that Julie would probably be more. I think Lee and Julie would have been better representatives. So
Okay. So I think we will make a separate video kind of on the ongoings of what we just talked about.
Yeah.
Kind of get a little bit more into details on that. So stay tuned for that video. Anything else, Jimmy?
No, I don't think so. MLP Dallas is coming up. It's going to be indoors again.
Yep.
Ben John's debut at the LA Mad Drops.
If the lumens are right.
Hopefully the lumens are good. We're super pumped about that.
Okay.
And then,
We do not have a ball yet. Next episode, we will have a ball, but Vulcan Ball is a sponsor of the King of the Court podcast. Thank you for the support. They are the official ball of pickleball. If you're interested in playing in any events, go check out the Vulcan Ball, vulcansportinggoods.com, and use code KOTC.
Tyler, how excited are you about the things that Vulcan is doing?
I am thrilled. So not only are they innovating on the ball side, but all things pickleball, they are innovating on. They have some new products in the pipeline. I don't know if I can talk about them or not, but I think you can get the hint. But I am very excited for them.
Yeah, I'm actually super pumped.
Some new players.
About it. We've got some new
faces.
Players, some new faces. We got the freaking number one ball in all of pickleball. We've got some new equipment. Vulcan is doing big things, and they're doing them fast. They're doing them furious. They're doing them efficiently. And, dude, they're about to be a player again. So everybody better watch out. I'm pumped.
Exactly. We also need to bring our limited edition Holey Performance flavor, King of the Court white gummy flavor.
Gummy.
Jimmy, tell us about that.
Yeah, so obviously the Holey Performance, they have their in-game, their pre-game, their in-game, and their post-game.
Post-game, yep.
So you can get all of your vitamins, nutrition, your electrolytes, everything that you need before, during, and after.
All things pickleball.
All things pickleball. Any type of workouts, weightlifting, etc. They also have the greens. So if you want to get your greens in, if you're like me and you don't love veggies, get your greens in with their sour apple flavor. It tastes like candy.
Yep.
What's better than eating candy, but also knowing that it's healthy?
Craziest thing, has zero sugar.
Zero sugar.
Zero sugar.
You'll be shocked. If you taste it, you'll be shocked.
Yep.
So, check it out.
We love it. I drink it. As Jimmy said, you don't only have to do it during pickleball practice, but I've been working out. I hit my sub 6 mile again this morning. On the treadmill,
Because you're back on your Holey.
I'm back on it. Yep. So super excited. Thank you for the support. As I said, we have a limited edition, a special edition, KOTC white gummy flavor. Go check them out at holeyperformance.com and use code KOTC for the best price possible. All right, 100%. Jimmy, you ready for the questions?
I am ready, Tyler. I actually have some today. Sometimes people send me questions too. Okay.
All right. Somebody said, Tyler, why don't you use sunscreen?
Tyler?
I'm all natural.
It's a good question.
I don't know. I need to. Everyone tells me to, and I should start doing that.
Jaume playing with a Yola paddle? Question mark. Yes, Jaume's deal with 6-0 is up. He is using a Yola, but there are rumors, and because I'm the rumor mill, that Jaume he's deciding between Yola and possibly Adidas, is what I was told.
Nice.
We will see. Or, to be honest with you, he could actually sign with Adidas and still use a Yola, according to...
Hey, been done before.
Yeah.
The greatest business... Why does that picture show up when he calls?
No idea.
You guys been texting a lot?
He's actually never called me before. Why am I nervous?
Are you getting another fine?
No, that's not the guy to find me. Believe that.
All right, somebody said... How do you not get tilted when opponents scream at the top of their lungs after every point, even when you miss a relatively easy shot? It's hard for me not to want to body bag people when they constantly do this. That's funny because we kind of talked about this earlier today.
Yeah, so I'll be honest. The Bears had a match. I told you James Delgado. We played Rafa. Michelle Esquivel got a little bit fired up, and they all started kind of yelling and getting pumped up, and I think that it messed with us a little bit to where instead of us sticking to the game plan, you want to bag them, right? Even Juan and Travis were going out. Travis was telling Juan his hands were too slow, and so I think that you want to bag them, and you start it gets you off of your game, and you just got to be quiet and stick to the game plan.
If you're not used to that stuff, I would recommend avoiding it. Even if people talk to you, don't get involved. It will fire them up even more and just make you even more mad. Just focus on your game. Experience. Play a lot of tournaments. You'll see a lot of different variety. You'll see players doing this. You'll see players not doing this, and you'll just learn to handle it a little bit better. But, yeah, just focus on your game. The bottom line is if you're winning, if you're making a lot of these balls, they're not going to be able to talk too much. And if they do still talk, they look really silly.
Agreed. You know how, this is from another question, you know how Jack Sock acts like he doesn't care? Mm-hmm. Travis is similar. His sidekick on his pod is some piece of work, Graham.
I'll let you answer that.
Yeah, look, I think that Travis he's on a bad team. His team's struggling.
Well, he picked it.
He did pick it, so there's no one to blame but himself, but they're struggling. They're not playing great. And so I think that they did pick up a win over DC, actually, this weekend. But I still think he's playing at a pretty high level. He's still playing well. And I think Kaysen is going to be good. I think Martina.
How many years?
Is skilled. I think Kaysen could be good next year.
Okay.
Martina has skills. Martina's hitting some rockets, right? Paula is her first time playing MLP. So yeah, but Travis just plays. He has that like, I don't even know what the word is, but that style where he acts like he doesn't care.
Just get me on the other side of the court. He'll start talking.
Yeah, but he does care. You know, Graham, yeah, I don't even know what to say about Graham.
I think you do.
Graham is Graham. Graham, I did not see Graham one time this weekend without a big old smile on his face. So props to Graham.
Hey, he's happy.
He was. He walks around. Even if he's by himself. So good for Graham.
Did he have the umbrella?
He did not have the umbrella. I kind of missed it. He didn't go sit by himself on the opposite end of the court with his Mary Poppins umbrella.
That's Scotty J.
No. Looks like Juan Benita. Oh. No, but he is having royal stuff.
I think that's Scotty, dude.
That guy?
In the blue hat.
Oh, I didn't see the blue hat. Yes, that's Scotty J. I thought you meant the other guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Somebody said, is UPA doing anything proactive to get pickleball back on the online sports betting sites? So I thought it was on.
I heard that it's on in like some places, but I don't think so. I think they're trying to. What I was told is that the issue with it is they're trying to. There's not enough data, and so they're trying to get more data.
Okay.
Before they can make lines.
So I thought it was still live. I mean, it might be in certain areas, but I thought it was still live, which is why you have to submit the lineups on MLP the night before for the lines.
Yeah.
Are either of you coming to San Diego MLP? Well, that is to be determined, but we are planning for it with Utah because only the playoff teams make it.
Yeah. I will be there because the Bears, everybody makes
the round robin.
Everybody makes it.
All right. This one, I just feel like we're in a good mood, so I can tell you. Somebody said, please tell Jimmy to stick with podcasting instead of commentating. Dismal. Well, I'll answer that for him. Commentating is very unique. I hate doing it, which is why I don't do it. But a lot of people have said that Jimmy is their favorite commentator. So
that's actually interesting. Yeah, that someone said that. Look, I don't think I'm very good at it, so that's fine. I don't have an issue. But I actually had somebody reach out to me.
I think multiple people have.
Yes, and I had somebody who's very, very high up, I'll say, reach out and asked if I wanted to do it more. So, yeah, I don't know. But maybe I did suck at it.
No, you're fine. You do a good job. I know my place. I do not like doing it. I've done it like a couple times, and I will stick with whatever we call this.
Yeah, and just to be clear, I do it for free. So so that's what you get. You get what you pay for.
By the way, they have got to get rid of the player commentators.
Yeah,
I know they're doing it for free too, but they've got to get rid of them.
They're trying to.
I think I'd rather just
hours.
listen to just the natural sounds.
Yeah. Ooh, the natural sounds.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's tough.
There's some that are fine, and then there's some that are not.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that too.
Okay. Should the Flash play JW?
By the way, wait a minute. Let me go back to this for a second. Did this person not? I went full Tony Romo, and I was predicting things and nailing it. I was nailing where returns. I said they're going to switch their return here. I was nailing who they're going to hit the ball to. I was nailing if it was going to be a drive or a drop third. I literally went full Tony Romo to the point where Will Doughton was like, dude, like he's like, dude, those are great calls. Wow. I think even he was surprised.
Wow.
So maybe I suck at the commentating part, but Nostradamus over here. All right, keep going.
Should the Flash play JW and Roscoe instead of JW and Augie?
That's a really interesting question. I still say no, but it does make the decision tougher because I do think Roscoe's a better singles player too. And if you're going to go to Dream Breaker, right?
All right, so we discussed this earlier, but they said, should PPA ban pickle roll? Tyra, Zane, and Annalie have all gotten injured on pickle roll. First and foremost, it's not the pickle roll product.
It's
the
not
brand.
pickle roll.
It's a competitor.
It's a competitor. And Tyra did not get hurt on the product. Zane Ford did, yes, but Zane could. Have we not seen players like roll ankle? We saw Martin Emmerich roll his ankle on a regular court, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Scotty J coming to the window reminds me of Rafa Hewitt getting all up in our huddles.
Okay. Is the current MLP PPA schedule sustainable? Fatigue is real for players and fans.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think that they're trying to find that balance because you can't bounce back and forth to both, right? Mm-hmm. You can't just keep bouncing back and forth. So I do think that you need a season. I just think they need to figure out what that balance is.
Maybe one solid month off of PPA and also one solid month off of MLP. So that gives you 2 totally free open months of no tournaments.
Yeah, I could see that.
Done.
That could work.
Done.
Yeah.
So 10 months of the year you're playing tournaments.
Yeah, that could work. You know, I was at the airport with Andre Daescu, and we talked for a little bit, and
Did you ask him about pine tar?
I did not.
Did he have any?
He did not. But
his hands sticky?
He did tell me that he doesn't feel like MLP is too hard on you and too hard on the body because you're only playing at most 2 matches a day.
That is true, but you still have...
But there's still the travel
and
all the
other travel.
things.
I mean, most of the time, to be honest, it's not the playing that gets tiring. It's the traveling. It's the making reservations for hotels, for the cars, for the food, for everything. That is what gets tiring.
Making a hotel reservation?
Oh yeah, dude. Finding the cheapest rates, trying to save $5 or $10 here and there.
Okay,
we can't afford
fair.
it. Come on, man.
Okay, that's fair. Speaking of that, I need to turn to my reimbursements. Good reminder.
All right, somebody asked the exact same question, but it's from he said, players seem exhausted. Is the tourney schedule, travel, demand taking a toll?
It 100% is. And the thing is I mentioned this on the last pod, is players can't work. You don't get to work on things during the season, right? Like because you're playing back to back to back
Yep.
to back to back, there's not a lot of time to actually work on things in practice.
Will players make more from paddle sponsorships or tour winnings next year?
Tour winnings, honestly, the market has shifted in paddle deals.
For sure, yeah.
It's definitely shifted. I think I
think the top 10 to 15 players will for sure make more money in prize money, but below that, I actually still think the paddle deals will provide a significant amount.
I think it'll provide a significant amount, but I don't think that it's going to provide what it has in the past.
No, but it'll still be more than the prize money that those players are making.
Maybe. I mean, paddle deals kind of went hand in hand with Tour Wars, where they shot up when Tour Wars shot up. But the numbers that I'm hearing on paddle deals, including like top players, it has come way, way, way down.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
All right. Why is Will Howell so unlikable? I didn't submit this question.
Tyler? I think he is. I think he is likable.
I think he's fine. I like him.
I think he just embraces being a villain. Like he just embraces, like.
And to be fair, I feel like he's calmed down.
He's calmed down a ton. I think everybody is. I think even Hayden has.
Except for this last event, I thought Hayden was very energetic.
He was energetic, but I didn't feel like he was like chirping nonstop.
He was.
I don't know. I just look with Will. Like Will is who he is. The problem with Will is he has to play with a chip on his shoulder because
he's a nice guy.
Yes, but I like, and this is not a knock on Will, but you have to play on a chip on your shoulder when you haven't earned anything on the court yet.
Wow.
He hasn't.
Wow. Jim Kloss, Eric Tice, did you hear that?
I'm just saying he hasn't, and not saying that. I mean, but he's played well, right?
Yeah.
And if we're counting APPs, fine, but he hasn't earned anything in PPA yet, and I'm not saying that he won't. He could.
That is my exact position.
But you got to have a little chip on your shoulder for sure.
MLP player stats for players that played but not currently on roster, not listed. Example, Rafa and AJ. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking
so what
for.
they did was they deleted, like, Rafa's record is no longer showing on, like, Challenger player
They
stats.
are blasting this music.
Yeah. They deleted it.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure why. They should keep it there.
Gotcha.
Just because every time Rafa says, "Why'd you drop me?" I can point to the 1-9 Austin record.
Okay, somebody said, you guys didn't talk about Fed hacking at the net last week. Did you see that?
Yeah, he got mad. So, like, what? Are we supposed to talk about every little thing that happens?
Okay, this one's good.
Players get mad. It happens.
This one's good. Why do so many players try to go for tags on James Ignatowicz?
Because he has a massive head.
Like physically or like figuratively?
No, physically. His head's huge. He has a big old head. It's weird shaped. He looks like Hey Arnold. Like, no, it's just weird. Like, look, James Ignatowicz hits the shit out of the ball, and so you probably feel like maybe, you know,
he goes for bags a lot.
He goes for bags a lot.
Exactly. So people are trying to get him back.
And he's right across from you, and he's 6'3", and he's freaking.
I still remember Jay DeVillier's probably 100 miles an hour from 7 feet in front of him trying to.
Well, you didn't. You must have missed Gabe. Tried to do the same thing.
No, Jay's was harder than that. Yeah,
Dude,
I
Gabe's
saw that.
ended up in the third row.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, look. I mean,
Do you see Hayden drill Augie?
Yeah. So look, I do have an issue with it. If I'm being honest with you, I know that like Hayden hit Augie and whatever, and Gabe went for it on James. But like, someone's gonna take one in the face.
Yep.
And I guess the head hunting rule has gone away. But I think the other issue that I have with it is MLP is promoting it on their socials.
Yeah, I fully agree.
You're promoting these bags on their social. Like that's like there's a bag where like
that's what I'm saying is these players, these juniors are looking up. They see these highlights. They say, "Oh, that's so funny," and it might be funny in rec play, but in actual tournament play, when you can, like these pros, they're hitting hard with these paddles. They're fast.
When Hayden steps back and hits a ball as hard as he can,
you just step out of the way,
and it hits. But what I'm saying, and it hits Augie, right? Like literally drills Augie.
Augie was pissed.
Yeah,
he was really mad.
And it drills Augie. Like MLP shouldn't be reposting that.
Yeah.
Because that's
one thing. If it happens, it happens. But two, to repost it and like try to.
That's what I'm saying. You're
up.
promoting it. Yeah. You're promoting it, and then you can't promote it and then find players for doing it.
Yeah.
Right. Like you can't do that. Leave that to memes of pickleball.
All right, last two. All right, somebody said, how many years will it take for MLP to get rid of the talent gap? I would say a year and a half.
There's going to be a talent gap always to some point, but
there will be. But I would say last year there was 2, maybe 3 competitive teams in MLP. This year there's probably 5, maybe 6 competitive teams.
That's true. That's true. Well, yeah, I think that, and we've seen that. I mean, you guys beat the 5s.
Yeah.
So I mean, any given day, right?
Yeah. So just extrapolate that and
yeah. Hopefully, like more and more of these young players get better. I mean, John Trung played for Bay Area this weekend, and kid's a stud. Like he's going to be really good.
Okay, sorry, last 2 now. Somebody said, I'm running low on the best hydration supplement in the game. Can you send me some? Holey Performance, baby.
Is that Gloria?
No.
Oh.
The name is Scott.
All right, Scott, let's go. Yeah, we'll send you some. Go to holeyperformance.com and put in code KOTC and your credit card.
There you go. Why doesn't Riley Newman play with Rachel on Brooklyn?
Him and Jackie have played together on tour quite a bit. They played most of last year together. And then Rachel and Deckel actually played together on tour. Mm-hmm. So I just think it's more familiarity. Here's the reality. Riley Newman doesn't have a lot of power. Mm-hmm. We know this, right? And he doesn't hit great thirds.
Yeah.
And so playing with Jackie it plays to his strengths better because they're going to be better. They're going to beat you at the net.
Okay.
Where Rachel and Deckel can beat you with power and from the midcourt. Just makes more sense.
Last but not least, do you know who Andrew Calderella is?
Yeah.
So he submitted a question.
Okay.
And he said, thoughts on Andrew Calderella?
Oh, on himself?
Yes.
Andrew Calderella is a baller.
Is he? Is he truly a baller?
He is. He's good.
I practiced with him.
Yeah, he's going to be good.
I didn't know that was his name, to be honest, for the longest time.
You didn't even know the kid's name. So he's irrelevant.
He's getting more relevancy.
Listen, he's a good player. He is a solid junior. Was he 16 years old? He's very good.
He's short.
He's short. Doesn't quite have the length. He does say some really funny stuff.
There's a lot funnier.
Oh, he's pretty funny. But yeah, I think he's another one of those players that is like the future of the sport. If he keeps grinding, keeps getting after it.
All right, I'll say this: he has a lot of potential.
Yeah,
a lot of potential. I'm not joking. He has a lot of potential, but he's got to freaking harness it. He's got to be smart. He's got to be smarter. Instead of pulling.
Are you saying his pickleball IQ sucks?
He needs more experience, as do almost every single junior that I've seen. He's trying to pull off the second or third ball from 3 inches off the ground.
That's because that works against the kids they're playing against. It doesn't work at the pro level.
I don't even think it works against the kids he's playing against.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, he is a talented player. He likes to talk a lot, as do most of the juniors. Yeah. But I will see him, I'm sure, this week.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Jimmy, anything else?
No, that's it. I'm pumped for MLP Dallas. I'm actually more pumped for MLP Salt Lake, but Dallas, we'll get through that first.
So this week I'll find out if my paddle passes or gets approved or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. If so, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You thought I hit powerful overheads with my current paddle? Dude.
You're pumped? You're fired up?
You guys, I don't know. Maybe it's just a head thing. It's all mental.
Yeah. Maybe.
All right. If you made it this far, please
do it. What's the word? What do they call it?
I don't know.
What's the word where it's like fake? They give you like fake medicine and make you think it's real.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, this makes me look smart.
All right. Anyways, that thing.
Yes. If you made it this far, please do us a big favor, hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.
Yes, let's do it.
I'm going below the table to turn off the recorder.
Why are you going down there?